Pokemon Go fans, get ready, get excited. Remote trading is nearly here. This just dropped today on X. Okay, so if you want to read along with me, go ahead on over. Trade remotely with your forever friends. How do you become lucky? How do you become best friends in Pokemon? Well, this is the next step. This is called Forever Friends, okay? So it looks like it already dropped in New Zealand because that's the first time zone. So they're testing it all out, and eventually we're going to get it here everywhere. Okay, so trainers, get ready to level up your Pokemon Go friendships. Everyone can work towards the newest level of friendship, Forever Friends. When you become Forever Friends, you'll be awarded with a remote trade, which you can use to trade Pokemon with that friend from anywhere. That's awesome. All right, so to become best Forever Friends, trainers can now reach a new level. Yes, we know. When you become Forever Friends with a fellow trainer, you'll get to make a remote trade with each other. Okay, so basically, by engaging with them, make sure you're trading with, well, you can't really trade with them yet, but make sure you're sending those gifts, make sure you're opening the gifts. I would imagine putting tags on the gifts. There's probably so many different ways you can earn points by just sending a gift. You can tag it. You can send a sticker with it. I would imagine all of that's going to play a factor in it. So here you go. Friendship points. Friendship points are a new way to track your friendship progress with other trainers. Trainers can earn up to 1 friendship point per day. Okay, so there you go. 1 point per day. Okay, either battling with that. So if they invite you to a remote raid, okay, there's a point. There you go. Okay, and then the next day you can trade your gifts. There's a point right there. So. There's ways to kind of keep this thing rolling there. So it only looks like 1 point per day. I hope we'll be able to do like send a gift, get a point, and then trade, and then remote raid with them, and then get another point. So, but they're saying it's 1 point per day. Okay. Trainers also earn additional friendship points by completing weekly challenges. Okay, that's kind of like the international party play kind of thing that's already in the game. In fact, I was invited to one from one of my Japanese trainers that I'm friends with, and that was kind of cool because then I could see how these guys catch. Oh my gosh, you could kind of see how many Pokemon they caught in that week, and I was like, oh my god, I thought I was good, but now these guys are pretty incredible. So I would also use the Campfire app for this. So maybe start talking with some of your trainer friends from around the world now and saying, hey, look, have you heard about this? Especially ones in regional areas where you can get regional Pokemon that you cannot in your own area. Maybe start talking with them now and saying, hey, when the time comes, I'd really like to get a Comfey or a Buffalant or a Halucha or something like that. Something only found in those areas. So this could be another way also to get on Facebook and go to the international Pokemon Go friendship areas. Okay, if you ever used these apps for the Pavilion, the little butterfly things when you got the codes for friendship, and you traded gifts, you pinned the gifts, and earn those scatterbugs and stuff like that. Kind of like that. I would start chopping up some and getting some friends from these different regions where they have these regional Pokemon before everybody else starts eating them all up for trades. Okay, so remote trades. Okay, to get ready for your first remote trade, you'll be asked to use a special remote tag to mark the Pokemon that you will be willing to trade with your forever friends. Okay, once you become the forever friend with somebody, you'll each be able to see the Pokemon that each other has marked. Okay, so remote tag these, okay, so Pokemon that are willing to trade. All right, it's kind of redundant there. To kick off a remote trade, each trainer takes turns selecting up to 3 of their friends' tagged Pokemon that they would be happy to receive. These wish list Pokemon sets are sent to each other. Okay, each trainer selects one of the requested Pokemon to offer to the other. Okay, so you'll pick 3 Pokemon, they pick 3 Pokemon, and then each one of you gets to see the list, and then you select from there. It's like, okay, I'll trade you the shiny Mewtwo for your shiny Rayquaza. Okay? Hopefully pick something a little bit better than that, but I'd just be happy to, do my first remote trade. So there you go, select, and both trainers will review the offerings and change. You can change the, like if all of a sudden they put on something that's not shiny and they requested something that's shiny, you'd ideally like to do a mirror trade. You can confirm it or cancel it. Or to let them know it's like that's not what I wanted. Don't let yourself get messed over. Okay. So throughout the remote trade process, either trainer has the option to decline the current request or start the process over. Okay. So there you go. If you're lucky friends with that trainer already, then the trade will be lucky. Okay, even if it's a remote. And remote trades don't count as a special trade. So you know how some seasons we can only do 2 special trades per day? This does not count as a special trade, even if it was a lucky trade. Okay, cool. The following Pokemon cannot be traded. Same as just regular trading somebody right next to you. Pokemon caught in the last 30 days. That one, I don't really understand that. Because let's just put the latest situation. Obviously, Shadow Pokemon are on the list. You cannot trade those. But let's just say I just caught my first shiny Pikachu. Okay? And they have a Pikachu, and that's what I want. And I'd be willing to mirror trade that, but because I just caught it, it would be ineligible. But we're probably thinking that it's going to be longer than 30 days to become forever friends with these people. So, so if something's in rage right then and there, and you're talking with this person on Campfire, make sure you're doing that. That way they're like, hey, look, if you get one of these, let me know, and you can go from there. So that's how I see about the last 30 days thing. You can't trade previously traded Pokemon. Okay, that's always been a thing. Shadow Pokemon, mythical Pokemon, can't do those. Pokemon defending gyms or power spots. So if they're already defending them, you can't pull them out of there and go, hey, all right, you're being traded. No, that's not how it works. Pokemon's currently set as your buddy. Okay, so you can't take your buddy out that you've been trying to best buddy and then yank him out and go, here you go, you're being traded, bye. Active Mega Pokemon, so you can't trade like a Mega Pokemon. A fused Pokemon, the Crown Sword Zacian and Crown Sword Zamazentas. You can trade Zacians and Zamazentas, just not the sort of fused versions of them. And then it says Pokemon placed at Pokemon Playgrounds. I think that's a spoiler for a new feature that they were data mining. And from what I can see with that is it's going to be like a daycare, where you can put your Pokemon in this little playground or a daycare, and the longer it stays there, it has the ability to power up. kind of like these bottle caps and stuff like that. The longer you would leave it there, the stronger it would get. The defense would get better. The HP could get better. So I don't know if they're aware that they threw that out there without everybody knowing. So okay, yep. There's the weekly challenges information. An additional update, okay, the max number of friends is being increased from 450 to 650. Okay, well, but if we can still only send 30 gifts a day and hold, 50 gifts, that's not really going to be any help, any improvement. So we need those numbers bumped up as well. So make sure you'll be on the lookout for that. There will be a free timed research, okay, opportunity available on the 15th, okay, to trainers starting on Monday the 15th, all the way through Monday, December 29th. Complete the timed research to encounter a scatterbug. Timed research tasks will also award XP, Stardust, and more. I don't know if that has anything to do with the remote trading and how to get that started. I'm not exactly sure. So, but there you are, Pokemon Go fans. I'm sorry if that came out jumbled. I was reading this for the first time with you, but there you go. So I'm sure once it starts rolling out, we'll be able to get more details on that. So there you go, remote trading coming to Pokemon Go. Fantastic.